All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people, lovers of freedom all over the world. Wherever you're joining us from today, you're highly welcome to this wonderful YouTube platform. This is Let's Talk TV, your one and only channel that talks about Biafran and Biafran issues trending, happening in Biafran land. Do not forget them to subscribe, share this video to as many Biafrans as possible, especially those who are actually participating in the fundraising, those who have been giving their all, those who have been giving their hard-earned money to support the Biafran Liberation Army, and those who have been supporting the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa and what he represents fully. Now there's a current issue. I'll be dropping the video audio, for Biafrans to listen. This was a video that was dropped yesterday by General Gentu, the Yahoo. Since Gentu's return, he has actually been spilling out the truth and the reality, in what is happening in Biafran territory. And he has actually come out, to address a critical issue. And it is actually painful that this kind of issue is coming out at this critical point in time. And what I want to say about this whole issue, because it is a serious issue. Let's just face reality, because anything that has to do with finance, anything that has to do with funds of Biafra is a serious issue. And the most important of it all is that the Biafran Liberation Army are involved in this. Now, let me make you understand why US is seen as the power nation, and why US is being feared today is because of they have one of the best military in the world, and their military is well equipped. That is why billions of dollars are funded in US military for equipment, for ammunitions, for every kind of weaponry and machines, that is used to defend his country. That is how powerful US is, and that is one of the things that makes them very, very powerful. Also Russia, also North Korea. And that is why most countries are scared of them. So when your defense is powerful because of the funding that is being given, and the kind of equipments and machinery and weaponry that your country possess, then your country automatically becomes a powerhouse, because people will be scared to attack your country. Now the Biafra, United States of Biafra, is in an ongoing WAR. When I mean ongoing, Gentu even had to review the location that the WAR is ongoing now with the Zoo Army. We all know how the Zoo Army has been invading Biafran land, so we know that there is a strong WAR currently happening in Biafran land. Now, if truly that the Ngozi Orabueze and her team has not been funding the Biafran Liberation Army, then there is a problem, because General Gentu even had to swear with Ofo that they have not been receiving any allowances. Now, how can your men on ground who are suffering, who have put their life on the line, not getting any kind of funding from the government, knowing fully well that Biafrans are majorly doing these things because that there are men on ground who are defending their land and fighting for their freedom. So the big question is, how true is this allegations? Is it really an allegation? Or if it's an allegation, how true is it? And the bigger question is, what is really happening? Throughout the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa and Joko, was around, nobody heard anything about the Biafran Liberation Army or the Biafran Defense Forces not being funded. Never. He made sure that those guys were being funded very, very well, because they are all important in this struggle. Now, I want you to listen to Gentu.
5. Igwe Obatobie, General Gentu, is here to prove to Biafrans that he's true son of the soil, and he's here to swear an oath so that you people will understand the reason why he's crying on social media.
Gentu the Yahoo, I've come once again. Today's date being 9th of March 2025. Bayanko, Yobodan, Balibo, and Biafra at large. I have come to clear myself over the allegation that was thrown by Ugo 247. Ugo 247. I want to make it openly to you today. And for Biafrans to understand that I can defend myself in all corners. I am pulling out my slippers today. This is it. And I want Biafrans to confirm it. Oburule ezoku ezoku na mu receive only 1 naira. Mu Gentu the Yahoo receive only 1 naira. From Ngozi Orabueze, since in Nanyuku, PM, with a problem on Onolaka, Finnish government. And I'm a Kubiokwa Lobochata. Mu Gentu the Yahoo, and Okoland Wepala Biafra. Mana, I am assuring all of you, Olahuli Lunuha, Wele Buego Biafrans, Le Bukula Unu, Kunu Butego Biafrans, Una de Bukula Kunu, Men and Olohela Tafu. Let Biafrans understand this, that Biafrans soldiers are suffering. The Biafran Liberation Armies are suffering. Owuru Datina, Onwe Ngozi Orabueze, with the Talamo Gentu in this life. Asumumala Biafra. Elulala Nrolum, Igwe Koha, Nrolum, Mmiri no la Biafra Nrolum, Alamzo Doroko, Nrolum, Robert Tata Bonko. The 9th of March 2025. Ugo 247. Ola unu ha wele bukpego Biafra. Unu ya nondo. Weko Biafra. Manu na ama nondo. Were he no lime Biafra. And ana me suchi ofo. Owo na me rie ego. Na lime Biafra na atafufu bilohia. Ane ba nye bubo na ina kidnapper. When we are not doing any kidnapper. We are here suffering for Biafrans. And you people are all the whole the nations and for Biafran pocket for you people to use it to help men on ground. And you people are telling Biafra, making Biafra to understand that men on ground is okay, men on ground is doing well. Nothing. They are not giving us anything. Pardon. And I'm makuchi your follow boteta. So time toekuya. Koya de leke. He said. He said. He said. I don't know botulano. And when did you could be ante agota mola linunua? Where me Biafra selila ule me Biafra kuchwa me lo boteta. He said. Biafrans all over the world, I greet you all. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending where you are watching me from. I want to use this wonderful opportunity to let Biafrans understand this. Since I throw a word to Ngozi Orabueze for her to call her cabinet so that they can be able to gather themselves and know what is happening, they did not do so. Now I want to make it open these days. But the reason why I am crying for this is because men on ground has been suffering. These people are the ones destroying what His Excellency, the Honorable PM, have set up. They have been scattering things since. And that is the reason why Onyesoku have come up today to expose all of them and to tell them that this is their end of the road. If I thought that Ngozi Orabueze has another soldiers in the land, Let her come up and talk and tell Biafrans. Let Biafrans understand the reality. If I thought that Ngozi Orabueze have made another commander, general commander that is above Butozo, aka Butozo, the triple general, let her come up and tell Biafrans and make Biafrans to understand. Then, if the cabinets are there deceiving her, pushing the whole money to Ebubago for them to fight against us, Ngozi Orabueze have to come up and tell us, I am here today, live and direct, standing strong, and to tell Biafrans that we are the men on ground. We vowed with our life. Even the time DOS disappointed us, we are still standing strong. Till today, not today that we will give up. And I am assuring them that by and by, we must stand firmly until the day PM, the Honorable PM, will come out. No, we can never agree to them that they will spoil this show. They can never spoil the show. We can never accept it. They can never spoil it. We are standing strong. Woto, then be the code. Even as I'm talking to you now, we are on a battlefield in Olu or Kigwa right away as I am speaking out. We know what we are passing through. Now we face all those things. And for you, that is calling yourself commander or Bata or Basa or whatever so you call yourself, let me tell you, if you don't know who you are talking to Commander Gentu, aka Onyezoku. Mind you, for ordering me to come up and apologize. Apologize for Nkuramun Nagidia. Apologize for Nkuramun Nagidia. Thunder, we no get on a fire and strike you dead. Idiotic human being. Unotena, Iwibawo, Ubobo Jews. Unotena, Ibawo, Wipata, coffee. Lack of nonsense on social media. To them might be a last day that you people will see me on net again. Then, let us face what we are facing. Abachoso, Agomai. Abacha Bokanumba, come on, I have spoken to Biafrans. Let them hear it and hear it clearly. Ngozi Orabueze is not helping the men on ground. She is not doing anything to the men on ground. I know the reason why I am exposing this. Ogenkere, at least he is doing well. Ogenkere is doing well. Ngozi Orabueze is just ranting around the social media with his followers. Ola haha, well about ego Biafra. Ola haha, where Simon Ekpan over there. Don't worry. Simon Ekpan is coming out. You people can never spoil or destroy what Simon Ekpan have set up. We are standing strong for him.
Biafra Republic government in exile, His Excellency Ekpa Simon Njoko, has revealed the real reasons Nigeria army is begging the world powers to help them kidnap and rendition the Prime Minister to the Zoological Republic. Here the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome once again to Biafra Unite channel / television this very moment. Today's date is 18th of September 2024, and I have very important information for every one of you listening to my voice right now from where you are all over the world. Biafrans and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very news, because it's very, very important. I can assure you, my people. The Prime Minister of the BLGIE, His Excellency Mazi Simon Ekpa, has finally revealed the real reason, the true reason, the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom Nigerian government and its terrorist military are begging the world powers, international community, to help them to kidnap the Prime Minister from Finland and, of course, extraordinarily rendition him to the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom Nigeria. So without further ado, let us read from the official and verified X handle of the Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. After that, I will show you the official flyer. So according to the PM, he actually tweeted this yesterday, but because of other engagements, I was unable to do this very broadcast and of course set the record straight. Now, he said, the real reason for the Nigerian army calling upon Amnesty International and the ICC to intervene vis-a-vis Biafra and the BLGIE is not because of a single alleged incident with a former Nigeria soldier. Of course, you all know it is no longer news that the Biafra Liberation Army captured a zoo terrorist who came to, to slaughter innocent Biafrans. But unfortunately to him, or should I say fortunately to him, he was captured alive after being overpowered by the Biafra Liberation Army. Many of them fell and many of them ran with bullet injury. But that man, Adewala or whatever they call him, was unable to run because he sustained very degrading injury. Now, he was lucky, actually. He was very, very fortunate to be captured by the Biafra Liberation Army, and that's why his life was spared. And then the Prime Minister called it a gift to the Yoruba nation. So, according to the PM, he said, considering that the Nigeria government has been complaining about insecurity in the southeast for years, why didn't the Nigeria army reach out to the ICC earlier? Why didn't the Nigeria army reach out to the ICC earlier, since they have been complaining about insecurity in the southeast? Now, the real reason for the Nigeria army's international plea is due to the BLGIE's recent meetings with the senior US officials and congresspersons. The Nigerian government is afraid of US government recognition of Biafra. That is very, 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 very serious. And so it's resulting to desperate measures. I'm going to give you a lot of explanations and analysis. I just want you to take your chill pill. Let's first of all read from the Prime Minister's, comment, and then we will analyze it. Now, he continued, as such, the Nigeria terrorist government not only appealed to the ICC, but also Amnesty International, which is a human rights organization and not a law enforcement agency, right? As a desperate public relations stunt to weaken our relations with the US government and the international community. I can assure everyone such an attempt will end in failure. It has already failed. It's not that it's going to end in failure. It has ended in failure, because in as much as they tagged Amnesty, they complained to Amnesty that has, published several, a complaint against them concerning human rights abuses, especially here in Biafra land. Human rights abuse against Biafran people is still the same organization they shamelessly approached to help them kidnap Mazi Samaneba. I don't know how they reason. Anyway, when you have Goro eaters and the Janjaweed terrorist sympathizers ruling you, what else do you expect? And then the Prime Minister continued. He said, as a counter, I welcome our friends in the US government to ask the ICC and Amnesty International, which has highlighted the human rights abuses of Nigeria in the past, to investigate the Nigeria terrorist army's, human rights violations. They don't even know what they have done to themselves. The Zoo Janjaweed army and its terrorist government do not understand what they have done to themselves. They don't know. Because if they knew, if they eventually realize what they have done to themselves, they will regret it. They will regret making this move. Now, let me tell you something. You see, ICC in Hague has a lot of pending cases against Nigeria officials. Many of them, including Buhari. But, because of, their interest. Most of the times, UK, Britain, always intervening on these matters, making sure that they suppress whatever desire the ICC has to, prosecute or to pursue these cases. UK has always been there. But now, the Biafran matter is already a global phenomenon, right? We have taken it, the government of Biafra has taken it to the top, where the whole world is now paying attention to what is happening in Biafra, between Biafra and the zoo. So it is no longer possible for even UK to suppress the Biafra matters. It can never happen again, because now we have a government, a functioning government. that can take this matter to any level. At least you can see how we have been doing in the United States of America with the congressmen and top US government officials. Now, the zoo government and the terrorist army are afraid of the December 2nd Biafra declaration because they know what it means.
To thank all the donors of the United States of Biafra, for the United States of Biafra. For the private and the public donors, thank you so much. Without you, we cannot go far. I thank all the commanders on ground in the 40 states of Biafra and what you do every day to get our country ready for the final push. I thank you so much. The sleepless night, the meetings, the plannings you all do. I thank you so much. Our defense team, Honorable Solomon Nkwocha and our Commander Butuzo, and all the other commanders and the generals, I thank you so much for what you do. Without you, we will not be where we are today. Thank you so much. It is our task to continue to ensure that we do what is needed from our own end so that you do what is needed from your own end. We are very, very proud of you. All the commanders, all the foot soldiers, we thank all the heroes and heroines of this Biafra struggle and this new nation. Your death will never be in vain, can never be in vain. Never, never. It is a promise. Fellow Biafrans, I thank you all. Secretary of State in Homeland, thank you so much what you and your cabinet do to ensure that all the necessary papers are put on the right table. Before I proceed, I want to bring a couple of pronouncements and updates to Biafrans before we go into the fundraising. It is our duty to use this opportunity when we are together to update Biafrans on what is going on. Again, let me start with the update of our leader, Gentu Nnamdi Kanu. I believe most of you saw when he appeared in court in the Nigerian dungeon the other day. And I believe all of you saw the determination of our leader who is incarcerated, who is in jail. You all saw how the lion roars. And I ask those of us that are not in dungeon, what is holding you? If the lion can roar like that, under custody, under the DSS dungeon, what is holding us? What is holding you? There is somebody that the United Nations, 3 legal courts in the Nigerian system have told President Tinubu, let Nnamdi Kanu go, leave him alone and compensate him. But Christopher Musa and the Nigerian President Tinubu and the Nigerian government refused to let him go. They are still holding him today, thinking that by holding our leader Nnamdi Kanu, Biafra will never come. We have a word for them. Biafra is here. He's already declared as a nation. So that makes you holding our leader Nnamdi Kanu a journey in futility. Nothing can stop the final move of Biafrans in the next 6 to 8 months in Biafra territory. Is a promise. And when Finland holds our Prime Minister, Simon Ebba, thinking that, oh, by taking him, the United States of Biafra will never come. Where are you today, Finland? Christopher Musa, where are you today? Tinubu, where are you today? You know, we've declared our independence, just like America declared their independence from Britain. So why are you holding these individuals? You think that by holding them, Biafra will not come. I have a word for you. Biafra is here, and we will defend our territory from invaders like the Nigerian state. It's called self-defense. You cannot send reintegrated, rehabilitated terrorists into our nation to kill us. You can't do that. No matter how you try, you are fighting a lost battle. Biafra is a nation. United States of Biafra is a nation. It has been declared. We conducted a self-referendum where over 50 million Biafrans voted to exit Nigeria. Nothing will stop that move in the next couple of months. And we know it's going to come faster than we are even planning. If you like, hold our leader Nnamdi Kanu for the next 100 years. If you like, hold our leader Simon Ekpa for the next 200 years. Biafra is here. We will defend our territory. We will self-defend our country. We have the right to do that. It's called self-determination. People have the right to determine who is going to be their leader. And that is what Biafrans have done. We have the right to self-defense. Or people, an individual has the right to defend themselves. It is a law. It is legal for us to self-defend our people, ourselves, from the reintegrated terrorists from the Nigerian state that they sent to the southeast and south part of Biafra to kill us, to burn our homes, to burn our businesses, to rape our women, rape our children, destroy our homes, the economic sabotage. We have the right to defend ourselves from the murdering of Christians that you must bury every day, Islamizing Nigeria, and forcing Biafra to be part of that Islamization without our permission. These are the things that we are going to push in the next few months coming. Biafrans have the right to go home and develop our home. Biafrans are scattered all over the world, being the best in their professions across the globe, while their people perish in poverty and squalor. Not anymore. Not anymore. We want to bring the same professionalism, the same services that we offer in all the countries in the world, in diaspora. We have to bring it home to our people. We must bring it home to our people. Nobody can stop that. No individual, nobody, home and abroad, no world leader, home and abroad, can stop that. That is what we're doing. A pronouncement, Biafrans, from today. The people of Ikumisya state, through their board and the council and the state governor, has demanded for a change of name of Ikumisya state. This request was sent to our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa. And the Prime Minister promised them that upon the declaration of the United States of Biafra, the state name will be changed. From today, Saturday, March 1st, 2025, based on the pronouncement by our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, confirmed by the people of Ikumisya state through their citizens and their executives, the name of the state of Ikumisya today, March 1st, 2025, has been changed to the state of Ohamadike. It is now Ohamadike State, with the capital still remaining in Omoadi.
I love it too.
We made that pronouncement today. So the state name has been changed. And I know the people, the citizens of Ikwumisia State are very, very happy with this pronouncement, with this change of name. They've demanded that for the past almost 1 year. And I know the Prime Minister have promised them that upon declaration, this change will be made. Today, I hereby make that change from the state of Ikwumisia to the state of Ohamadike.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for the state governor who has been working day and night to ensure that this happens.
Hallelujah.
I want to also bring a couple of updates to Biafrans. We are using this opportunity to encourage Biafrans living in the different parts of Nigeria to start moving back home to Biafra land. I know the Prime Minister has said this in the past. I'm reiterating this again today. We want Biafrans to move back home. We want Biafrans to move back to Biafra land. We've seen the economic sabotage. We've seen the burning of your businesses. We've seen the destruction of your homes in different parts of Nigeria. We are encouraging you to start moving your investments, start moving your homes, start moving your families back to Biafra land. We do not want you to be caught up in the transition process. Move yourselves, move your businesses, move your families back to Biafra land. Biafra Defense Army will continue to protect Biafra land and secure. We will secure 100% every territory, all the territorial integrity of Biafra. All the delegitimized governors in the southeast and south-south part of Biafra, we're encouraging you to leave. Leave any government house you are occupying. Those houses belong to Biafrans. We have the 40 state governors in Biafra land that are ready to start work from day one. They've been hiring Biafrans in all the different departments. They are ready to start work immediately. All the delegitimized governors in the southeast and south-south Biafra, we are telling you to leave immediately. I want to also let Biafrans know that Nigeria state has been engaging in secret war with Biafra. They have been fighting us. Nigerian state has been killing Biafrans secretly. They've been engaging in secret war. And I believe the Prime Minister and our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, has told Finland and the DSS and Nigerian state that Nigeria is currently as we speak, engaging in secret war with the Biafra nation. We will defend our land. We will defend our people. I want to let Biafrans know that our Prime Minister is still being held, is still being questioned by the Finnish authorities. The Foreign Affairs Department of Biafra, a few days ago, wrote an update to the private email of our Prime Minister, Simon Ebba, in Finland. After that update, Imam Maduabo wrote our Foreign Affairs Director, warning her not to write anything anymore. Biafrans, This update is necessary so that when the things start happening to Obatobia, you will know where it's coming from. The Foreign Affairs Department of the United States of Biafra updated our Prime Minister through his official email where he's being incarcerated. Imam Madrabu wrote a letter warning the Foreign Affairs Department of the United States of Biafra, represented by Honorable Ada, to desist from contacting Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. That letter will be made open to Biafrans after this information. I inquired from the civil attorney of our Prime Minister, who is leaking private emails that was sent to our Prime Minister. She denied she didn't know anything about it. I think it's important for Biafrans to have this information. Makamboga sent, so that you all know those that are collaborating with the Nigerian state to hurt the leaders of Biafra movement. We are calling all Biafrans to come on board in the final push to secure our land. It's not about Dr. Orabueze, neither is it about Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, neither is it about our leader Nnamdi Kanu. It is the duty of every single Biafran listening here today to ensure the final push to secure Biafra happens and we'll start going home in the next 6 to 8 months or earlier than that. I want to also bring to the awareness of Biafrans that our defense is doing great. As we talk today, the defense of Biafra is 100% behind the United States of Biafra. Do not be carried away by any fake voice, fake thing they do on social media. I mean, over 100% behind the United States of Biafra. And their goal is just one. The same goal we all have, to protect the territorial integrity of Biafra and start offering services to our people, services that will make Biafra a better place and one of the best nations in the world. I also want to use this opportunity to let Biafrans know I've retained over 15 professional academies in Biafra territory to fight for Biafrans across the whole Nigeria and in Biafra that are languishing in different prisons for nothing except being arrested by the Nigerian state and throwing these individuals in prisons across Nigeria and in Biafra land. These are our young males, our young females that have done nothing except the self-determination, the self-defense that you and I are fighting for. Nigerian state arrests our people. They arrest our young men and women, make them sign papers, blindfold them, and throw them in different jails across Nigeria. One of our indigents, a fellow Biafran that was arrested, I think since November or December, the wife brought to the notice of the government of the arrest of the husband for nothing. The Nigerian government, headed by President Tinubu, ordered his men to arrest this innocent Biafra, and they throw him at Amawabia prison, where he's languishing now. He wasn't tried in any court of law. They just arrested him, took him to the Nigerian police station. From there, they made him sign some documents. They forced him sign those documents. After signing that, they pushed him to Amawabia prison, where he's languishing today. since I think November, December. This over 4 months. No case, no lawyer, nothing. He does not have access to anything. And this is what the Nigerian state under Tinubu is doing every day. Arresting innocent Biafrans, throwing them in jails across Nigeria without any access to express their fundamental human right, which Nigeria signed for before they become a nation. On that note, the United States of Biafra have engaged and retained a committee. This particular professional attorneys cut across the whole Nigeria, but in the east, west, north, south. These 15 professional attorneys, including sons, will be visiting all the jails across the Nigeria and across Biafra. They will be taking records and releasing and working for the release of these innocent Biafrans that are arrested by the Nigerian terrorist state, incommunicado in all cells across Nigeria. That is what these attorneys are going to be doing. We thank them. They've already started working on the one that is being detained in Amawabia, Oka. We've talked with them, and they have an email where they will be getting all the information about all Biafrans. If you have any missing one, any loved one that is missing or in jail, after this, I will post an email where you can send all that information to this team of lawyers inside Nigeria that will go from one prison to another in the whole Nigeria to release and work for the release of innocent Biafrans have been dumped, just like they dumped our leader Nnamdi Kanu. They dumped them in prisons across the whole Nigeria. They've not committed any crime except they want to be Biafrans. They have the right to self-determination. So we've engaged these attorneys, and I thank them. Biafrans thank them for their sacrifice, which they've volunteered to do for Biafrans. Based on what they saw when they visited this individual in Amawabia prison in Oka or close to Oka, and these lawyers, they saw so many Biafrans, innocent men and women, sitting in this prison for nothing. And they, on inquiry, discovered that they've not committed any crime except they want their own nation. They want to be Biafrans. And President Tinubu and Christopher Musa giving orders to their terrorist people, the legitimized Southeast governors, they are Ebubago, the terrorists wearing Nigerian military and police uniform. They took away all these our men and dumped them in prisons across Nigeria.